ArtSpark Texas Mobile Art Program presents Mixed Media Abstract. Supplies needed: watercolor paper, tape, watercolor paint, acrylic paint, carbon paper, brushes, cup for water, plate for palette, paper towels, stencils, line drawings. Optional, a mini spray bottle, and bubble wrap. Tape your watercolor paper down to a hard surface, such as a piece of cardboard. This will keep your paper from buckling while you paint and will give you a border around your art for framing. This will be your canvas. Mixed media is a term used to describe artworks composed from a combination of different media or materials. We are going to use watercolor paint first, then acrylic paint on top. Note, you can paint acrylic on top of watercolor, but not the other way around. Plus, watercolor needs to be done on an absorbent surface, such as paper, while acrylic painting can be done on paper, canvas, or wood. Using a clean, broad brush, wet your paper thoroughly. The goal is to be able to apply thinned watercolor to create a wash for your background. Choose a watercolor. Place a dime-size amount of watercolor on your plate and mix it with water. Using a wide brush, create a wash of color on your paper. Allow it to dry. If you have a small spray bottle, mix 1 dime-size amount of acrylic paint with 2 tablespoons of water in a cup. Mix well to dilute the acrylic paint. Pour the paint into the spray bottle. To avoid having excess paint sprayed, we recommend you either cover your work surface with newspaper or place your project inside of a bathtub. Spray the diluted acrylic paint onto the surface. You are creating a background for your painting. You can add as much or as little as you like. In our example shown here, we made a light coat of blue paint. Allow the paint to dry thoroughly. Now choose a design. We recommend using a line drawing or silhouette. Place the carbon paper black side down onto your canvas and trace the design. Choose a stencil. With a pencil, draw the shapes onto the canvas. You can repeat the shapes in different areas of the canvas. Choose 2 or 3 colors of acrylic paint. With a medium brush, begin filling in the designs, then switch to a thinner brush for details. To create a distressed look, use a wet brush to go over areas you think need more visual interest. To add more interest to the design, use bubble wrap. Paint the surface of the bubbles with acrylic paint. Then turn the painted surface over and press in the areas you want the design. If you do not have bubble wrap, you can use a wadded paper towel. Apply paint to the paper towel, then gently dab the color in the areas you want. Remove the tape from the edges. Look over your project to see if you want to refine any of the design. Here is my finished project, and another one that I did previously. We wanted you to see what one would look like without a taped border. Notice the different patterns made by the spray bottle. Created and produced by Teresa Zelazny and April Sullivan, an ArtSpark Texas production. Copyright 2020. Thank you to our funders, Texas Commission on the Arts, St. David's Foundation, Cultural Arts City of Austin, National Endowments for the Arts Creative Forces, Austin Public Library, and Donald D. Hamill Foundation.